Hello, this is week 14. It's hard to believe we're almost done with the course. This week, we're talking about primary years social and emotional development. Let me go ahead and share the screen here so that we're on the same page. Okay. Trawick does a good job of talking about how school practices impact the social emotional development of children in the primary years. Grades come to mind. Obviously, if children continuously earn very low grades, that can have a definite impact on their social emotional development. And so does ability grouping. However, ability grouping persists for a variety of reasons. And to be perfectly honest with you, I had my children in my own classroom grouped by ability. Quick story here from my classroom. When I first graduated, and I had been taught that you always had heterogeneous reading groups. So I was very careful to have my one high and my one low, and then two medium students in my reading group. And very quickly, I found out that this was not going to work for me. Because for one reason, the students that were at the high level were extremely bored with what was going on with the students at the low level. And the students at the low level were very embarrassed by their lack of ability compared to the high level students. Anyhow, make a long story short, in the end, I wound up sorting them out by ability. I had all the highs in one group, all the lows in one group, and I had two medium groups. And it worked a lot better because I was able to challenge my high readers who literally came into first grade reading chapter books. And I was able to really focus on the learning needs of the children that were still learning the alphabet and the letter sounds, which was fine because they picked them up, but it just took them a little bit longer. And then the middle group did fine with just working on the story of the week. So you have to figure this out for your own class, but that's my history of grouping children. So this week, you're going to read chapter 17. I've got a few practical strategies here on social emotional development for the classroom. I'm not going to go over them now. You can look at these on your own. And then for the assignment this week, you're going to look at some practices in school that threaten children's self-esteem. Explain 4 or more factors that you believe could threaten self-esteem in this age group. And then identify and explain some challenges to do with removing teaching practices and routines, which have been part of public education for generations. One of those would, probably removing letter grades on report cards. So what do we substitute? We just substitute different letters. We have U's and E's and S's, but in the end, they wind up meaning the same thing. Those are the lines along which I'm thinking, but I'm sure you could think of many other challenges that would come into play with removing some of these teaching practices and routines. I'm interested to see what you come up with. As always, if you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I'll be happy to set up a Zoom